right, yesterday we covered dealing with Cramers' rule when we have a system of 2 linear equations. Now we're dealing with 3 linear equations. Now, Shane, heard you say earlier this morning, you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. Because how many determinants do you see here? A lot, right? Okay, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But think about it. Look at the bottom one.
They're all the same.
They're all the same, right?
You still gotta do 4.
I know. So what we're going to do today is we're going to teach you how to use the calculator to help you to be able to solve these, all right, where you don't have to do them by hand. Okay? So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at problem number 8. All right? So I'm going to zoom in so you can see it nice and clear. I'm not going to label all these with letters, though. Okay? The first thing we need to do, first thing we need to build is we need to build the determinant that's going to be in the denominator for when we solve for x, y, and z. So just basically we're going to use this set of coefficients. All right? So right here, the first row is going to be a 1, a -2, and a 3. The second row will be a 2, a -1, and a -1. And the last row will be easy. Just a 1, a 1, and a 1. All right? So once again, we're using the coefficients all in this part of the problem. By the way, don't do it until you've organized everything. Sometimes I'll mix things up. I might not put all the x's in one, like line them up. Make sure you get things organized, where the x's are in one column, the y's are in one column, and the z's are in one column. Okay? So make sure that happens before you just automatically start building your determinant. Once you guys have this, we are now going to show you how to use the graphing calculator. So right now, it's second plus 7, 1, 2, so we all start at the exact same spot. All right? Second plus 7, 1, 2, clearing everything out. To be able to edit your matrix, I want you to hit the second button, which is the blue button, and scroll down right here to see where the word matrix is right there. Hit x to the -1. Scroll over to the right where it says edit. And press enter. And we're going to make a 3 by 3. All right, now what we're going to, by the way, here are the instructions. To be able to get to this right here, you have to hit the second button. Go to where it says x to the -1. You'll see the word matrix above it. And then move to the right to where it says edit. Now we can edit this. So, Megan, tell me the numbers that are going to go along the first row.
1,
1.
-2.
Okay.
And 3.
3. 1, -2, 3. Good. Keep going.
Okay. 2.
All right.
-1.
All right.
-1.
All right. And remember the bottom row. It was a 1,
Triple 1.
a 1, and a 1. Very good. Now, what did we do beforehand? We had to build this into a what? 3 by 3, and we did the by diagonals, right? We did a 1, 2, 1, and a -2, a -1, and a 1. And what did we do? We went diagonally, right? But we're not going to do that this time. All right? We're going to go back. This time, we're going to use the calculator to help us out. So here's what I want you to do. Once you've typed that in correctly, hit second, mode, get back to your regular screen. Okay, we're all there? Now, go back, hit second, x to the -1, but this time, go to the right, where it has the word math. I'm going to take a screenshot of this real quick. This right here, everybody, this means determinant. You see where it's located, everybody. It's located where? All right? So what I need you to do now is once you've located that, press enter. But we want this to be determinant what? Determinant A. Right? So what do we have to do to get that matrix A? Go back to your matrix window. All right? So second x -1, select A. Close the parentheses and press enter. You don't have to close parentheses. I just do the practice of closing it to because sometimes it is important.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, if you did not get the determinant of the number 15, that means you did something wrong. So that is your determinant. Okay? So write on in your journal, what I want you to do, right here where you guys built this right here, I want you guys to write this was equal to a 15. That's going to be an important number for us to use. Now, right underneath problem number 8 in your journal, I want you to carefully write this down with me. Put x equals a certain 3 by 3 determinant all over the number 15. Y equals a certain 3 by 3 determinant that we're going to build here in a second over the number 15. And z, there we go. Z will equal another 3 by 3 determinant all over the number 15. So write that down, please. All right, now that you guys have built that, I want you guys to carefully look at the 6, the -3, and the 6. Very important that you take these 3 numbers, and when you're solving for x, you carefully place them in the column where all of your coefficients for x were. When you're solving for y, you carefully place these directly in the middle of your determinant. And when you're solving for z, you carefully place them on the far right. So we're replacing the column for all of our x coefficients, all of our y coefficients, and then all of our z coefficients. That's going to be very important that you do this correctly. Well, how do I fill in the rest of the spaces? With your original matrix,
So we do
or determinant, sorry.
the same thing, but divided by 15.
Right. So what we're going to do, listen, what do I fill in right here in these columns? I've replaced the 1, the 2, and the 1, so I still have a what? A -2, a -1, and a 1. I still have a 3, a -1, and a 1. I still use these columns. I don't move things around. They stay exactly where they are. Here, what am I going to replace? What's been replaced? The y's. So I still have the first and the last. It's going to be the same. So a 1, a 2, and a 1. 1, 2, 1. And a 3, -1, and a 1. Here, I'm just going to take the first 2 columns. 1, 2, 1. -2, -1, and a 1. Okay, now that you have these carefully organized, I want you to go back to your graphing calculator right here. We've already found the determinant of A with the numbers that we plugged in. I want you to go back to that place where we edited our matrix right here. Now, all these numbers right here, most of them are going to stay the same. What's the only 3 numbers that I have to change? The first column. So what numbers are going to go in the first 6? I'm going to go down here. You got to be careful because it's going to go to the right. A -3 and then another 6. Is that correct? All right. So we have a 6, a -3, and a 6. Okay. So right now I want you guys to look at what we've just done here. All I've done is replace the original numbers that I had there with what we set up right here. Now, yeah. So here's the cool thing. Check this out. I'm going to go second mode. And now if I go up here and select this that I've already done, I've already done it once. If I select it, it's still 15. Interesting. Well, let me explain something real quick. I want you to know the determinant of this matrix is also 15. 1. So wait a second. That means our x value has to equal 15 divided by 15. That's right. So we just found one of them. X was equal to 1. All right? Now, everybody, Madison, do you see this right here? I want you to focus on that because we need to put that in our calculator next. All right? So make sure you have that on your paper because you're going to help me. All right, so here we go. We go back over here. We hit second x to the -1. We move to the right where it says edit. I'm going to edit this. Press enter, enter. Now, what number goes here, Madison? What number goes there? A 1. Good. Now, what number is going to go in my middle column? A 6. Good. So then we go down over here. The next number over here is going to be a 2. That's going to be a -3. We got to go back over here. What's this number? 1. Okay. And 6. Good. Now, what have I just done? Does everybody see this right here? We have built that determinant now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this screen right here. I'm going to take a picture of it so that you guys see that this right here has now been built. It's the same. So let's go back. Go over here. It's second mode. Scroll up. And let's see what this determinant is equal to. This determinant is equal to a 30. So if that's equal to a 30, that means this determinant right here was equal to 30. So y is equal to 30 divided by 15. You're right, which is a 2. Okay, then something happened wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, everybody, all right, Blue, can you help me with this one? Focus on these numbers right here on your paper because I'm going to need help with that, okay? Going over here, second, x to the -1. Go to the right twice. Press enter. Now, I know the first column's good. The second column I need to replace. What numbers do I need to replace in the second column? Thank you, Blue.
You're welcome.
-2. Now, this becomes a 6. Blue, what about this one right here, Blue? And that becomes a -3. And the last one, Blue? 1. And this becomes a 6. All right, so what I've done now is I've now taken this determinant there we go. I've taken this determinant and I've built it. All right, so after you plug those in, here's what you do. Ready? Second mode. Once you've done it once, you don't have to do all the steps over again. You just scroll up, right? Scroll up, grab this, press enter, and enter one more time, and what do you get? You get a 45.
This is a lot easier than I thought it was
Good. That means I'm doing my job. So that was equal to a 45, so z was equal to 45 divided by 15, and you get 3. So hopefully you guys can see that this is easy as A, B, C, or
1, 2, 3.
there we go. There we go. All right. By the way, that's what I want you to do on the rest of the assignment. That's it. That's the answer for number 8. Yeah, number 8.